You guys, are you sure? Are you sure that you want this?
Part 3, baby!
Part 3!
You should totally do part 3.
We need part 3, please!
Yes, we do it!
Yes, do part 3!
Part 3!
Part 3! Do the next one!
Well, if you insist. People, we are back
On ETU! Expect the unexpected!
and we are here for part 3 of the mom and sister catastrophe. My mother installed cameras all over my room to spy on me and my crush. Mom, have some respect, will ya? It's been crazy so far. It's gonna continue to be crazy. Guys, I'm suffering through this with you, so I would appreciate it if you booped the like button on this video. And if you're watching this series and you're not subscribed to me, you can say thank you for me suffering through this by subscribing if you aren't, okay? Let's go, people. Are you ready?
No.
Part 3. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
I forced my mother and Mira to come back to the house with me immediately. I was at the last straw with them. Sure, they can stay at my side however long they wanted, but to go and stalk Kira? Unacceptable.
Yeah, so if you don't recall, that's how they ended the last one. Asher received a cryptic message.
Asher, why have you been sitting in front of my house for 3 hours?
And it was the mom and sister spying on Kira. I was like, I don't know her name. I literally just said her name, Kira.
When we got home, my mom asked what I was doing up so early. I told them I woke up because I had to go to the bathroom. She was acting as if nothing was wrong.
Oh, that's fine
Like
then.
she wasn't
Everybody
just sitting
pee-pees in the
outside Kira's
toilet.
house like a creep. She then asked why I seemed so upset. I explained to her that Kira texted me, asking me why my car was parked outside the house.
But why would you take his car? Don't you have your own car? Was this established? Why on earth would you take Asher's car? So that she wouldn't call the 5-0? Let's see if we actually get subtitles on this one. Nope, we tried. All right, no subtitles, fine.
I asked my mom when she and Mira left the house. She responded with, "We left around 4 in the morning."
Wow.
Need I tell you that when I woke up, it was well past 8. So she sat in front of her house in my
How
car
boring,
for over 4
Mom.
hours.
Being a creep sounds so boring. Guys, don't be a creep. In case you needed any more reason not to be a creep, it sounds unbelievably boring.
I asked her why they did it. She replied with, "We wanted to see what our competition was doing. She managed to catch our attention. We're going to get back to that whole competition thing."
Okay, good. I had some
I asked
questions,
her why she
Asher.
decided to take my car and not hers. She explained that if they took mine, Kira would think I was stalking her and grow to hate me and distance herself.
All
So,
our predictions.
The both of them were purposely trying to make me seem like a creep. Worst of all, in front of someone I liked and respected. I then backpedaled a bit and told her to explain what she meant by Kira being competition. My mom...
Competition. So we established this in the previous episode. At this point, the mom and sister are spending so much time doing whatever goofy nonsense they're doing. They don't even have time to be lucky. They aren't even living a normal life where the luck of being around Asher would do anything for them. That's kind of where you lose the plot a little bit, Mom. Don't you see the error of your ways?
My mom was like, "I mean, she's trying to steal your attention from me and Mira. What if you two get married and move out? She'd have all the luck, and we'd be left in the dust.
All the luck.
I can't allow that to happen."
Listen, tape record your mom, bro. Tape record your mom, because you put this in a court, you can get emancipated real quick. If you voice record what your mom is saying, she is reducing you down to luck, not my son, my pride and joy. She's literally, all she sees you as is luck. Tape record this woman, and then you can get whatever you want.
I can't allow that to happen. It's like she wasn't even trying to hide her obsession.
Yeah.
I told her that either way, she couldn't just do as she pleased. I'm an adult and can make my own decisions of who to spend my time with. My mom was all like, "Come now, don't be like that. We both know you don't actually want to spend time with her."
What? You know how you're spending time with this girl? We know you don't actually want to spend time with her. What? Am I in Crazyville?
We both know you don't actually want to spend time with her. Just say you pity her and move on with your life. I was getting really sick of my mom and her attitude in general. But then again, I didn't have anywhere to go. The roommates I had while at college were separated and back at their own homes.
Oh no.
After that horrible conversation, I decided to drop it. I instead texted and called
Yeah, you
Kira
can just
more
get
so
over
than
it for
not,
sure.
rather than meet her. My mom and Mira didn't seem to like it, but that was fine. They can pout and whine all they want. One thing that drew my concern was when I left the house.
Drew my concern.
Both of them seemed more than happy to see me leave. Usually they'd be at my side, ready to go in a minute.
They put a spying device on him. If they're like, oh yeah, go over there and do the thing, hang out with Kira. Wait, did I just realize that his sister's name is Mira and the girl's name is Kira? Come on, Asher. Do you really want two eras in your family, bro? Are you really gonna live through that confusion, bro? Are you really gonna subject your family to that? Kira and Mira?
Both of them seemed more than happy to see me leave. Usually they'd be at my side, ready to go in a minute. It's been a while since I went anywhere alone.
You're not alone.
Even though I missed it, I knew something was up with them.
Yeah, you're not alone.
I just didn't know what. I only went out for some quick errands, nothing fancy.
How are those errands going?
And when I'd come back, both Mira and Mom would be sitting on the couch like nothing was wrong, or off. One time, I did ask them why they were acting so weird. All my mom said was, "Weird? This is how we normally act." And my sister added on with, "Yeah, quit being paranoid." They sounded genuine, but I didn't believe them one bit.
Good.
A few days passed after that, and I had made some plans with Kira over the phone. We were going to meet up at the same cafe as the one on our first date, before my family ruined it, of course. However, the day that I was supposed to meet up with her, my mom came up to me and told her I was going with her to the store. It wasn't strange that she'd tell me something like that, but when I said I'd already made plans with Kira,
Yeah, no, you sorry, Mom. I made the plans first. Kira and I made the plans first. It's that simple, Mom. This guy's 18. He can do whatever he wants. He said that he can't go back to his university dorm room because his roommates aren't there. You still can, I think. He made it sound like he could still do, like this guy has a car, has another place to live. It doesn't seem like he has other friends to hang out with. You're not leaving much behind, bro, by going back to university town.
when I said I'd already made plans with Kira, she got pushy. "Why are you going out with her? I'm your mother. She's just a friend." I told her that she...
now you pull the mom card. Now you're my mother. The rest of the time, I'm just a piece of luck to you. Yeah. Hey, you know what we call that, homies? You know what we call that? 2 words. We got a general term, and we've got a more specific term. General term. Specific term. Yeah, Mom, you can't suddenly decide that you're an actual mom, human being who cares when it conveniences you.
She's just a friend. I told her that she is my mom,
She
but we've
is
been
my
planning
mom.
it for a few days. All my mother did was scoff and say, "Well, tell her you can't. You have more important people to hang out with."
No.
At that point, there was really nothing
I hung
could
out
do.
with you for 18
Kira
years, Mom.
understood
It ends
It
now.
was all right. Living with an obsessive, possessive person was not fun nor easy. And things continued like that for a few weeks. Every time I'd try to hang out or make plans with Kira, Mira or Mom or both would suddenly declare I'm doing something with them instead.
Sorry.
It's more than a coincidence at this point. It's like they knew what I was doing and planning. They had no problems with me going out to buy food when I'd suddenly announce it, but they'd have problems with me hanging out with
Well,
Kira.
then stop being honest. Asher, just stop being honest. These people are psychopaths, okay? These are psychopaths who are lying to you and manipulating you at every turn. Stop being honest and saying, I'm just going to the store, or saying, I'm going to meet Kira. Say you're going to the store for a few hours. Like, make things up. These people are lying to you. If you can't just get yourself out of this situation, it's time to lie right back. It's the only option.
But they'd have problems with me hanging out with Kira when I'd let them know in advance? They're somehow eavesdropping on me, and I didn't know how. I spent most of the day with them. It would be hard for them to do anything without me noticing. Let's not forget to mention that when we do go out, they're at my sides the entire time.
Cringe.
It was bugging me to no end, but I had nothing to go on. Until, of course, I decided to clean my room. It was pretty clean and organized to begin with, but there were some things that needed tidying up and throwing
Tracking
out.
device,
So,
microphone.
that's what I did. I let Mom and Mira know I was going to be busy cleaning, and they left me alone. Thank God, for once. As I was shuffling through one of my bookcases, I couldn't help but notice a tiny little square box sitting in the back corner. I've never seen that in my room before, and I had no idea what it was.
Okay, here they're doing the thing again. ETU, you're doing the thing again. They're doing the thing where they are like, but then I saw something. In the dialogue, they're hyping up, it was something I hadn't seen before. It was a little box. You already showed us visually that it's the camera. Just the same way in the first one, you visually showed us that it was the mom and the sister, and then hyped it up like it was this mystery in the dialogue. Like, bro, if you're gonna do that, don't show us the thing. ETU, you're doing the thing again. You're showing us the thing, and you need to stop doing that thing.
Never seen that in my room before, and I had no idea what it was. When I saw the giant lens on the front, something clicked in my mind.
Something clicked. Wait a minute. What could this be? I was thinking maybe it's a camera. Oh my gosh! After they show us the camera 5 times.
When I saw the giant lens on the front, something clicked in my mind. I've never seen that in the house, anywhere, ever. There were no wires or chargers, but I knew what it was. It was a camera.
Oh
One
my
made to be
gosh,
hidden.
whoa!
My mom and Mira were spying on me 24/7 with them. I knew that wasn't the only one. So I completely combed through my entire room.
Oh, not the only
with the
one.
intention to clean, but the intention to find. It wasn't hard to retrieve them all. There were 4 in total. The one on my bookcase, one under my dresser, one at the top of my closet, and one on my desk.
See if Ryuk can find the other cameras for you, bro. There might be some in the vents. Yeah, I've seen it. I know the Light Yagami household when I see it.
All right, it's time for me to hit the books. There sure are a lot of cameras in this room. I counted 64 in total.
I grabbed all of them and marched out to where my mom was. Mira wasn't much of my concern. She couldn't have bought them. However, on my way there, I started to notice more of them. One in the hallway closet. One stuck under the door of the guest bedroom.
They forgot to blind
all
you
over in
before
the
doing
house.
this.
I lost track of how many. But there were none in Mira's or Mom's bedrooms.
Huh,
The only
I
rooms
wonder.
where they were the rooms I visited daily. My sister doesn't do laundry or go into the hallway closet. My theory was solidified. They were spying on me, watching my every move.
Whoa. No way. That's what the camera was for? My theory was solidified. They were spying on me. Literally, just one camera in your room confirms they were spying on you. This is not something that was hard to put together, bro. This is not a hard thing to deduce.
My theory was solidified. They were spying on me, watching my every move. No wonder they knew when I was going out with Kira. There was probably audio on the cameras too. I talked with Kira on the phone more than I texted. There'd be no way they would know the difference between her and a college buddy if there was no audio.
Right.
My mom was sitting in the living room, like she always was. I marched straight up to her and threw down all of the tiny cameras in front of her. It took her a moment to process. I've studied her reactions enough to know that she was not expecting that.
Studied her reactions enough. Bro, you better be studying because this is the
face of an iron golem.
This facial expression has not changed since the first episode. No matter what this woman goes through, she's got this exact facial expression. ETU, I love you, you're doing great, but just take 5 minutes, draw a couple more expressions for this character, please.
Certainly not from me. I was like, what are these? And why did I find them in almost every room I go to in this house?
to that, Asher.
She just looked at me and smiled. Honey, those are there to keep you out of trouble. Out of trouble or out of Kira's life? That's when her expression turned serious.
Bruh.
I only ever see that look when she was frustrated. It's more than that, Asher. She's trying to use you. She knows of your luck and she's trying to exploit it. I'm just
She
keeping
knows
you
of the
safe.
magical powers.
I couldn't believe the words coming out of her mouth. She just accused Kira of using me when she was doing the exact same thing? The irony.
The
told my-
irony is incredible. The irony. You're pointing out the literary devices being used here, Asher. I really appreciate it. As a pre-kindergarten English student, I really appreciate you telling us the literary devices being used in the story. Much appreciated.
I told my mom that that was a violation of my privacy, and that she had no right to encroach on my privacy. She just told me that it was her house, and if she could, she'd change the locks to keep me with her and Mira. I was convinced that my mother had completely lost her mind. That entire thing was stressful, and knowing my privacy was being violated by my own mother made it worse. I started not to feel good. At first, it was just headaches that gradually got worse.
Jeez, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It looks like they did an exorcism on Asher. Jeez. Okay, now I understand why they didn't have time to do other expressions for the mom. They spent all their time creating this abomination, creating the first jump scare of the story. Jeez.
At first, it was just headaches that gradually got worse as the day progressed. My mom and Mira at first thought it was because I was getting little sleep. But no matter how much sleep I got, it didn't help. At one point, it got so bad that I couldn't get out of bed. My head was pounding, and it felt extremely
Go to the
hot.
hospital,
No
bro.
matter what I did, I was either too hot or too cold. It was early in the morning when I realized I felt like that. So Mom and Mira weren't up yet. I didn't want them to find out. If they did, they'd coddle and suffocate me, that I'd probably die from their smushing and babying. Much to my misfortune, though, they did find out.
No.
And I was right. They took the entire day to cater to me, waited on me hand and foot.
Tell them to do things then. They don't need to be chilling right there. And why is she angry? If they're coddling and babying you, hey mom, go fetch me a hydrodynamic spatula with a turbo drive, and then I want you to go to the Grand Canyon and take a picture and then bring it back to me. Mira, I would like it if you applied to the space program and then took a quick trip to the moon for me. That would really help me right now.
And I was right. They took the entire day to cater to me, waited on me hand and foot. I at one point tried calling Kira to tell her, but my mom took my phone away and kept it on her, so that I couldn't contact her. When I asked her why, she said, because the only...
There is no why at this point, Asher. There's no why. You know why. Why do you keep asking why, bro?
When I asked her why, she said, because the only people you need to talk to are me and your sister. No one else can take care of you. I felt too tired and too sick to argue with her. So I let it go. This wasn't something I noticed until I felt better, but the entire first day that I was bedridden, not one of them brought me any medicine. I knew we had some, and I'm pretty sure that I asked for it too. I think I remember my mom saying something like, "It's okay, Asher. You don't need medicine. With our care and hospitality, you'll be 100% in no time."
With our care and hospitality, imagine your mother speaking to you in those terms. You don't need medicine, son. With our care and hospitality, you'll be better in no time. Anytime your mother says, with my hospitality, you probably don't want to be in her hospitality, honestly.
With our care and hospitality, you'll be 100% in no time. Easier said than done. I still wanted my phone to text Kira, though. It had been almost a full day, and I never texted her.
Whoa.
That's never happened, and I didn't want it to continue.
Whoa.
But every time I asked for it, my mom insisted that it was fine, and that I didn't need to talk with anyone else. That all I needed was her and Mira. She never left my room a majority of the first day. She couldn't, quote-unquote, leave her sick Lucky Charm to suffer alone.
Her sick Lucky Charm.
All I had was a fever, and she treated it as if I was dying.
Well, that's what you were just acting like, bro. You were saying you were bedridden for multiple days, and now you're the one downplaying it? He was like, I'm not getting better, and they aren't giving me medicine. And now he's like, I just had a fever, silly. What's a big deal? Don't make a big deal out of it. Asher, I think you're suffering from more than just a fever. Something up here. Something up here.
All I had was a fever, and she treated it as if I was dying. Once again, though, I was too tired to argue. That night, after the nightmarish first day I endured, I was more than happy to get some sleep. I was too tired, and my fever was too high to think about Kira or my phone. I just wanted to sleep.
Oh, you're gonna make me yawn. Asher! Don't talk like that. Don't yawn when you speak. You're gonna make us all yawn, bro. Leave a comment if you just yawned because of me. I apologize. No, it's Asher's fault. It's not my fault. But leave a comment. Thank you.
My mom at least gave me the courtesy of falling asleep peacefully without being interrupted. However, early the next morning, I woke up to a bell being rang, which was weird because we had nothing like that in our house. When I looked over, my mom and Mira were standing there. A handheld bell was in Mira's hand, with both of them wearing nurse costumes.
They drew the thumbnail just so that they could put it as the final frame. They really broke the fourth wall there. All right, you bunch of freaks. It's still weird. It's still wacky. It's still insane. Do you want this to continue? Do you want this to continue? Do we do number 4? You let me know in the comments and we can keep this horrendous adventure going. Until then, make sure you are caught up on the series so far. Here's the first episode of the series in case you missed it. Here's ETU's channel. They did all the hard work. I was just the guy making fun of them the whole time. Or here's a video that YouTube recommends to you from my channel. If you'd rather check that out instead, that's cool. I'll see you there, or I'll see you here. Love y'all. Thank you for watching. Peace.